Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a makeup look that consisted of using nothing but products from either Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Elf, Wet n Wild, typically all of your affordable, even like cheaper than drugstore brands. I'm a huge fan of saving money but still being able to look good, so I wanted to do this for the people that are just not into spending ridiculous amount of money on the more high-end products. I originally wanted to do a video where I did everything from the dollar store, but it was kind of hard to find every single thing that I would typically use on myself in the dollar store. So I did use some stuff that I already have. I do like high-end products too, but I am a cheapie, I'm not gonna lie. So I like to switch it up sometimes. I wanted to show you guys that you can still get good looks with using cheap stuff. I mean, I'm just saying. Don't forget to find me on Snapchat, because I did make a Snapchat finally. It is splitwit, of course. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, @splitwit. Yeah, so don't forget to find me on that stuff and then subscribe. If you're interested in seeing this doo-wop, then just keep watching. Alright guys, to start off, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild primer, the Coverall, to prime my face. I'm just going to rub that into my skin really well. This will help kind of smooth out your face. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using this LA Colors liquid makeup. This is in the shade Deep Beige. I did get this from Dollar General. This is my first time using it, so I'm kind of anxious to see how it works out. It ended up being not a very full coverage foundation, so if you're going for that look, I would definitely recommend using maybe 3 pumps or so. And I'm just going to blend that in with my flat top kabuki brush in a circular motion and kind of press down into my skin as well. This is me getting a few more pumps because I got red cheeks and I was trying to cover it up and it just was not working out. Next, to conceal and highlight, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Coverall Cover Stick, and this is in the shade Light Pale. I kind of had a hard time with this. I'm used to a liquid concealer, so if you are going to try this out, you're going to probably have to press down pretty hard and stretch out your skin like I'm doing here to really, you know, get that off. The stick was kind of dry, so probably won't be using this again. But with my fingers, I'm just going to blend that out. I figured the warmth of my finger will help blend it out a little bit better than my usual technique using a sponge, so that's what I'm doing here. Alright, so for bronzer, I wanted to give you guys 2 different options. I have the Klean Color Tan Rawr Matte Bronzer, which I actually got online at shopmissa.com, where everything is literally $1. And then also going to be using the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. And then with this contour brush, I'm just going to be defining my cheekbones, around my forehead, jawline, bridge of my nose. You guys know the drill. If you have a bigger forehead like I do, I definitely recommend kind of putting some bronzer around your hairline, kind of bringing that down to give that effect that you actually have a smaller forehead. I know that sounds so weird, but if you don't, I wouldn't recommend putting too much of the bronzer on your forehead. Right now I'm just using a fluffier brush that I have from Elf, and I dipped it into the natural bronzer and went over where I contoured with the Klean color. Now for blush, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Coloricon. This is in the shade Rose Champagne. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques blush brush, and I love this thing, and I'm ugly. What am I doing? Alright, so now for brows, I'm going to be filling them in with this Wet n Wild Coloricon brow pencil, and this is in the shade Brunettes Do It Better. I know it seems like I'm using like a ton of Wet n Wild stuff, but I'm telling you, this stuff is cheap as you know what, and it usually works pretty well. Like, I haven't had Wet n Wild products fail me yet. So definitely pick those up if you'd like to try them out. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using these, again, coloricon. These are single eyeshadows. For my lid color, I'm just dipping my finger into the shade Nutty and rubbing that all over my lid. I definitely recommend using your finger to put color on your lid. I feel like it gives you the best color payoff. So definitely try that. And then with a Wet n Wild fluffy brush, I don't remember the actual name, I'm going to dip that into the cheeky color and kind of blend that around the area where I put the lid color. And then lastly, this color in Envy, I'm going to kind of deepen the crease a little bit with a smaller crease brush. I believe this one is by e.l.f. I'm just taking my favorite blending brush by Sonia Kashuk, I think that's how you say it. I don't know, but blending out the edges so it looks a little bit better. And then with this other e.l.f. brush by e.l.f., yeah, what am I just saying? I'm just going to go under my lower lash line, yeah. I'm using the same shade that I used for my crease color. This is the Envy. Alright, so another Wet n Wild product. This was just the Mega Liner in black. This is actually something that I already use on a daily basis besides my NYC black liquid liner. This stuff is great, especially if it's easier for you to work with a shorter stick versus the longer stick, like NYC. Love this stuff. So now I'm going to pop these Broadway eyes lashes on that I got from Dollar General. And what am I doing? Snapchatting. Okay. So pop those on. Not too bad for $2 at the Dollar General. Alright, so now for lipstick, I'm going to be using this, again, Wet n Wild shade. This is the color Cherry Frost. This lipstick is, I believe, like 99 cents, and it goes on so smooth, and it feels really moisturizing, so I like it a lot. Now I'm just going to go over my lipstick with this LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter Lip Gloss. I got this from the Dollar General, again, super cheap, and I like it a lot, actually. For highlighter, again, I wanted to give you guys like two different options. I went ahead and used the e.l.f. shimmer in the shade Gold and put on way too much by accident. Or you can try the Wet n Wild to Reflect shimmer palette. Both of those are awesome. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you stopped by. Don't forget to follow me on every freaking social media there is. Bye!